What's up, Instagram? We'll get started shortly. Wait for some more people to join on in, and then we'll get started. Yo, what's good? What's good? Let me set this up. Alright, we'll get started shortly. Alright, Frank. That's enough of you, bro. What's up, everyone? What's up, Instagram? So I'm gonna open the floor up for some Q&A. Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm gonna open it up for some Q&A. If you guys have any questions, drop them below. Could be in regards to really anything. Let's see. Let's do a check-in. Let's do a recap of my day so far. So right now I feel very elevated in my state of being. There's a lot of heat in my body. I went for a walk about an hour ago. During midday or evening times is best for me, is to go for a walk, right? When we confine ourselves for a long period of time, let's say you're at home in quarantine, you have an office, you're in an office, you're at your job, you're in your car, you're wherever the fuck you're at. The mental prison will keep you confined. And when I go outdoors, when I go for my walks, it's very, very important that I go for a walk so that I can escape a bit, right? If you've ever seen National Geographic or even like zoos, right? You chain a wild animal and you confine it. Not saying do that, but that's what they do in zoos or any place you go. And it loses its ability of primal nature. It starts to suppress itself. And us as human beings, the more we confine ourselves with our own state of mind and our ideas, holding ourselves back to what's truly possible in our world. You see, the biggest enemy isn't the guy outside saying, hey, you can't do that. The biggest enemy is the person inside saying he can't do that. That's a motherfucking infiltrator in your world, robbing your experience of life. But how many of us have been robbed of an enriching moment, an experience of life, because our mind doubted? Our mind wasn't confident enough. Our mind wasn't secure and had the stability to say, fuck it, let's go in. And whatever decisions you've ever made, have you ever doubted yourself? Have you ever fucking how many times today did you fuck yourself? I was getting a call. Scam call. The scammers are calling. How many times today have you contradicted your own philosophies? Did today or yesterday, last night, did you tell yourself, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early, I promise, this time I'm getting up, and you fucking slept in again? How many of you have had that experience? I know I had. I had it so many times that I was fucking sick and tired of that disease. Sleeping in, not being able to get up and stick to my word. You see, the biggest enemy is the person who lies to themselves. You tell yourself, all right, I'm going to get up. I'm going to be fucking sharp, all right? This day, I ain't fucking up. The alarm goes up. Motherfucker. You fight that demon again in the AM and say, shit. Fuck, just sleep in again. It's all right. You can get another 5 minutes, 30 minutes. That 30 minutes, you've already bitched out. You've already bitched out. And you've lost already. Your first battle, your first day in battle, your first moment in battle, and you've lost already? Fuck! And you expect yourself to go out in the world and gain new clients. You expect yourself to go out in the world and find a mate that's beautiful enough for you to represent. You expect life to give you money and respect and loyalty when you didn't even honor your fucking self in the morning. Look at that shit. Look how down to the smallest T it can start. And that same lopsided, shallow ass, weak ass force of energy is gonna carry on throughout the day. You start eating like shit in the AM with zero discipline, you go downhill all day. And so we must bring a consciousness, an ability to think and say, whoa. So every action I take right now, in this moment, right now, is going to create some sort of a habit or some sort of a pattern, a manifestation that's going to appear later, that the minute I eat this fucking French fry, I'm going to see a manifestation of, whatever my body does with it. Or let's say I eat an excessive amount. Well, you're going to see the manifestations of how you feel, low energy, clothes not fitting. However, if you're now honoring your word and you're staying disciplined, and I'm going to talk a bit about confidence as well, because it's something that I've overcame many fucking times. But by truly conquering your world, your inner world, your own state of mind, your own fucking bullshit, by you conquering that, you've conquered the world. And you have to look at the extreme of this, because everybody is looking outward and trying to amass more. Everybody wants more, everybody wants more, everybody wants more. But nobody's willing to put in the fucking work for it. But we must begin to look back inward and see, okay, how am I conducting myself every moment, every day? What ideas am I initiating off? When I look in the mirror, do I like what I see? Or are you disgusted? Do you know that there are a lot of people, maybe you're listening to this, that can't even look themselves in the mirror and smile and feel good about that? Think about it. We live as if our life is timeless. And we forget to realize that each moment you're going to die very soon. And it's a philosophy, it's a Stoic philosophy. Memento mori. Memento means moment in Spanish. I don't know what it means in wherever Greek philosophy it comes from. But memento mori means to remember you die. Simple philosophy. Remember you die. And I've been paying very close attention to motherfucking memento mori. But you see, when you honor the fact that one day you will no longer live, that the people in your life will no longer be there, well, you now have a more of a conscious aspect, the way you treat yourself this moment. You begin to actually respect your life. You begin to respect how you carry yourself. You begin to respect how you speak and conduct yourself to the world. Saying, hey, I exist right here. How am I showing? How am I expressing myself to the world? Am I showing an insecure, broken down, beat up version of me? Or am I showing a version of me that's showing so much life force, so much power, so much conviction? You can hear it in their voice. Listen to how dead, how disempowered, how fucking weak most people in society are. With zero passion, zero conviction, zero honor in their word. Afraid. It's better yet, they put their masks on because they're afraid to speak. What happened to our voices? Who said at some point, hey, don't speak. Don't speak unless you're spoken to. You better learn your less on. You better learn your less on. And the more they told you better learn your less on, you became less. Who the fuck did that in your life? Because I know they did that to me. I know that the minute I began to express myself, they tried to silence me. That the minute you do something great, there's always going to be that one motherfucker that has something to say. Oh, that's not good enough. Oh, I think, or they just hate blatantly. Fuck them. Jeez. There's no one outside of you that can invalidate you because they've never walked the steps that you've walked. They've never gone through the experiences of life that you've gone through. And if you're a human being living this human experience on planet shit Earth, motherfucker, I'm sure you've gone through many things. That if you're alive today with the same state of mind, not going crazy like these fucking psychos, that you, my friend, are succeeding to the highest level of evolutionary psychology. Because most people who are programmed deep into the system are falling apart. You're starting to see business fall apart. You're starting to see people fall apart. Bad people, people with bad philosophies and no ethics, no integrity. It's very crystal clear, but my friends, we must look inside first. How are we carrying ourselves throughout the day? First and foremost, am I lazy all day? Am I just sleeping in? Fuck no. You go, you move. And it's a simple philosophy. You often hear me say, the beast, the beast, the beast. Who is your beast and what is your beast? Have you tapped into your beast? I want you to just imagine for a moment your loved one, your mother, your daughter, your son, if you have any. And if you don't, you can at least imagine what it would be like. The type of love that you have and carry for this being. Let's say it's your child. How would you treat this child in a moment where you're out in a world like the planet we're living today with your son or your daughter out publicly, and the dangers that live and encompass our everyday life? Would you be more alert, or would you move loosely through life? Would you take this life with a more sense of conviction, knowing that there is a little spirit following your every move? Would you carry life every moment right now with the sense of pride that your last name, that you represent your last name? Or would you carry yourself defeated like the rest of the world? Well, son, daughter, your father, he was a hero. He had all these museums, arts, and stories about him. He was such an incredible, powerful man. And I want you to know the world admired this man because he was a man of integrity and honor. And the minute he spoke, everyone uplifted and elevated as the world began to glow with his essence and radiance. That was your father. That was your son. Imagine a story being told about you to your child. Or do you want the story that society pushes? There's deadbeat dads. There's, single mothers with no man. Men ain't shit. All these weird words that they put on the male energy. All these words that they put on the female energy. You see, the stories were changed up. The stories were infiltrated. All right, guys, that's enough for my talk. If you guys have any questions, drop them below. I'll stay here. And if not, we'll end it on this one. I highly suggest you listen to this again. Now, what that does for you, I don't know, but we'll see the effects. Everything has an effect. As being cause creates an effect, and you're always creating effects. All right, I'll take a few questions, and that'll be it for this one. Until the next one, stay tuned for Rapid Evolution. I have a YouTube channel. The link is in my bio, as well as a podcast. You can find me on Spotify and Podomatic. It's called Rapid Evolution, with my name, of course. As well as, where else can you find me? YouTube, Instagram, you're already here, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. I'm on everything. And, I like to share my life. I like to share my process of my living. You see, most people want to just document their successes, but I want to document my life. My life is the greatest fucking story in my eyes. And for you, your story must be the greatest version of your eyes. Because if we're not telling the greatest story through our life, if we're not being the example of the most fucking incredible story that's brewing inside of you, then what are we doing in this world? We have to analyze. Is our story the greatest story being told? And who's the King Arthur of your story? You. You tell your story. Don't let the world tell the story for you. You tell your story. You're successful because XYZ. I'm successful because I know me, because of the things I've gone through, because of what I've accomplished in my world, because of the character the character I am at heart, my integrity, my honor, my discipline. I wake up every day. I show up every day. This is my story. And this is how you talk to the world. This is what you begin to speak your heart to the world. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Very excited. I'll be dropping more content out on YouTube. And if you guys don't follow my real estate page, for those interested in real estate, buying, selling, investing, follow my real estate page. This one's more of, my personal diary. All right, guys. See ya.